Hi Cancer, this is Aquila for your monthly reading for the month of February 2015. So, let's start with, on the 3rd of this month, we have a full moon in your second house of possessions, Cancer. So, full moons usually means that information is being brought to you. Things that you've been working on really hard is probably going to start showing some fruit here in this part of your life. So, possessions means your materials, things you own, or the way that you, or things that you own from the money that you make. So that's definitely going to be something that's going to be showing around the full moon, around the 3rd of this month. The first card that I got for you for this month is postponement. So this is really a period of rest for you, Cancer. It's a period of rest and recovery. This card usually symbolizes after a difficult period of time, it's really time for you to just, stay silent, inactive. It's really a mental card. It's a mental card, so it's really not about acting. It's really about thinking and processing things and seeing how things are going. We do have Mercury, the planet of communication, is retrograde for until the 11th of this month. So usually when Mercury is retrograde, it's not a good time to really act. It's really just a time to reflect and think about things. This is also a very vulnerable card on you're reflecting and you're reviewing. So you are very vulnerable at this moment in this month. But don't worry, with all things, it will pass. On the 11th, we have Mercury going direct in your 8th house of regeneration. Now, your 8th house of regeneration is your partner's money, your in-laws, death, sex, regeneration, taxes, debts, things of that sort. So with that planet going direct, it's also a private house. It's not really the house that a lot of people talk about, or it's very private, very low key. With that happening in your 11th house, there is going to be more of a focus on you expressing yourself in that area of your life where you need to get certain things, in order in that area. On the 18th, we have a new moon in your 8th house as well. So that usually means that when a new moon happens, it usually means that it's not a really good time to act, Cancer. Information is just coming to you. New ideas have just began formulating in your mind. Maybe new seeds are planted, new things that you would like to start to do. So it's really not a good time to act because all the information is not really there, or not really been given to you in a matter for you to act. So you do want to wait. You don't really want to act on it yet until everything is really in the surface of that area of your life. We have on the 19th, we have Mars, the planet of action and aggression and war and energy, coming into your 10th house of career and reputation. Now, the second card that I got for you, Cancer, is projections. So this is like basically telling you this. It's a realistic card. It's not this is kind of like a wake up and smell everything that's really going on. What is it that you're projecting, Cancer? Is there illusion? You need to separate the real from the illusion with this card. It definitely means that there has to be some realness in whatever it is in the career or reputation that you're either doing, if you're not working, and what it is that you want yourself to look like or be like, or what you see yourself as. And this projection card is definitely telling me, it's an emotional card as well, but it's definitely telling me, Cancer, that what you've probably been seeing is not really probably what it is. There's an illusion here. There's something that's not real, or a choice has to be made as well. A choice can also be the deciding factor of this card. There's something that has to be made, and you being realistic about this is the only way that you're probably going to get this out the way that it needs to, or probably circumstances to be in a better situation than it is now, for you to just be realistic. Okay, Cancer, be very realistic this month. We have also on the 20th, Venus, the planet of love and money and pleasure, entering into that 10th house as well. Now, here's the thing about Venus. It brings love, it brings money, it brings pleasure. That's great into your career and reputation, but it also is a little overindulgent type of planet. The third card that I got for you for the month of February is laziness. So it's an emotional card. So this definitely means that with the beautiful energy of Venus and with the beautiful energy that it brings, it also can. So it's also a card that definitely talks about, thinking about the big picture. If there's something that you want to do, you definitely need to put the energy towards that. With Mars being in your 10th house, with Venus coming in there, also them coming and trining in together, this is going to give you that energy, that boost that you need, Cancer, to just go out there and get what it is that you really want. It's basically a card about, the laziness card is basically about fulfilling your dreams. What is it that you want and how to work hard towards that. In the beginning of the month, we have a little bit of postponement about action and things that you should do. By the time Mercury goes direct, things are going to be making a lot more sense, Cancer. You'll be able to make wiser decisions, and at the same time, you'll be able to go in and think about things on a long term and then act from that point. So this month is definitely going to be a month where you're going to be thinking about that. Remember, Saturn did move into your 6th house of career and health and self-service. Saturn moved to the 6th house of health and self-service and how you're helpful to others. So that is going to be the focus for you for the next 2.5 years, close to 3 years actually. So you don't want to get off track, Cancer. So, but this is still a beautiful month. It's still Valentine's Day. There's still love energy in the air for everybody, but you have to get certain things done also to have everything initiate right for you in the upcoming months, Cancer. Again, I'm Aquila, and I'll see you next month.